Hi, happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and it's back to school. It's so exciting for the kids to be heading back. Some of them went back already. Some of them Tuesday will be the big day. So today I wanted to share just some fun, healthy ideas to pack in their lunch boxes. If you go down the supermarket aisle and your kids say, I want those Lunchables, they are really unhealthy. They are loaded with sodium, with fat, and you can take that idea of a Lunchable and make it your own with healthy options and snacks and treats and flavors that your kids will love and will eat. So we're going to base this on the My Plate guidelines. When you look at My Plate guidelines, you want to include fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and dairy in your meals that you eat. So you can purchase a Yum box or a bento box, something like this that has compartments built in. They sell containers. You can go to probably even the dollar store and get container with the sections in it. But this was really cute. My daughter had used this for several years, and it has the compartments made. So you kind of can go with what they like, what you want them to eat health-wise, and what you have available in your fridge or pantry. Because as you come to an end of a week, sometimes you need to hit the grocery store, and a box like this is a fantastic idea when maybe you're out of bread and you can't have a sandwich, so you just go ahead and make up rolls. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start with a sandwich, and you can definitely make a sandwich and cut it in half and it will fit in a box. If you have littles, it's really fun to use the cookie cutter cutouts. So I'm going to do that with my sandwich, just to add a little fun here. My daughter loves ham, so this would be something that she would eat. And this ham happens to not be in nice slices, so it's perfect for a sandwich. Not so great for rolling up. And then I would put a piece of cheese in here. You can put a piece of lettuce in there just to kind of get that added pop of color of green and some veggies. And you just take your cookie cutter, I'm using a star, and you just press down. Okay, and pop that out. I love doing this for lunch. And there we go. We have a bite-sized sandwich ready to go that would fit in your box. And we can do another one. Now, when you're choosing lunch meat, okay, I said my daughter's favorite is ham. I tried to sometimes get the low sodium ham so it has less salt in it. Great options are your turkey and chicken lunch meat because that is going to be really lean. Roast beef is also a good option. You want to try to limit or stay away from your marbled processed lunch meats like a salami and pepperoni and bologna where there's a higher fat content in there. So we have our cute star sandwiches, and then of course we want to add some veggies. If your kids love pickles, something small like gherkins are adorable. I have these little baby cucumbers, and I'm just going to cut them into slices. And we'll sprinkle them in the box with some baby carrots. If some of them are really big. If they're too big, just cut them in half, because sometimes they'll be too big for the box to close, right? So we'll add in our carrots. And now if your kids are dippers and they like to eat veggies dipping, well then there's a compartment here for the dip. And one of my favorite dips, my daughter loves hummus. She likes lemon hummus, everything hummus. So you can put the hummus inside the compartment and they can just dip and get some little extra protein as well. So it's a really healthy dip. So we have hummus, we have our veggies. I'm going to add a crunch. We want to get some whole grains or crunch in there. So you have a couple options. Pick some healthy crackers, some whole grain crackers. Even Cheez-Its have whole wheat options because my kids love Cheez-Its. So I can sprinkle some in there. Another option, of course, pretzels is a great snack. And I love these little bite-sized ones with peanut butter in the middle. So that is a lot of fun. And then I still have some space in here, so I'm going to add in some fruit. Grapes, strawberries, slice them up. That makes a great option. I have for a sweet treat dried apricots, which my daughter loves. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of them in there. And again, just for some added protein, these I found in Trader Joe's. They're coconut cashews. So there's a wide variety of them, so we'll sprinkle some in there. So how pretty does this bowl look, but how delicious. It's packed with flavor and packed with nutrients. So there's a healthy option that your kids will love. I know as an adult, I sometimes rather pick on things like this. I would love a box like this to graze on sometimes instead of a traditional meal. So that's one way you can do that. You can certainly have plastic containers or just recycled to-go containers and add your own compartments by using cupcake holders, right? So if your kids have a favorite, my son loves Star Wars, we have these leftover cupcake holders. And that's also great because if you buy a pack of cupcake holders to make cupcakes and you have some left over, save them in a box in your pantry and use them for things like this. So we can add applesauce, right? This makes a great snack, and then you can just pack in a spoon in with it. So we can put applesauce in there. We can just go ahead and you can leave some of the grapes on the stem and just throw that in there. And then we're gonna do this one, we're gonna do turkey rolls. So you can just take your lunch meat and roll it up. You can put a piece of cheese in the middle if you'd like, or just do rolls. Because my son, he's a little picky. He's not a sandwich eater. He does not like sandwich with the bread. So here's a great option. If you have those picky eaters, just roll up your lean protein like that. And then if you want to have the cheese separately, again, have fun with the cookie cutters. I have every shape and size. I have a little smaller star here, and that will kind of go along with my Star Wars cupcake holders. We'll add some stars. You can cut up string cheese into little bite-sized pieces. Just whatever you have around, whatever makes it fun. And if it's the holidays, you can, add that holiday twist to it. So we're making room there. And then I'm going to add some of these pretzels. And I always try to promote the carrot, so we'll stick a carrot stick in there too. Okay, and there you go. There's another healthy option just using a container. And you can even save the applesauce containers and use that also if you want something more sturdy. If you were gonna do a dip, you can save your applesauce container, wash it out, and it's ready to go. For hummus, a dip, you wanna do yogurt. If you want to put berries and granola in your box and then have a cup of yogurt on the side, if your kids are going to love that, it's a great way to get some dairy and protein into their diet. So we have these really cute Yum boxes. If you're at home and looking for something to do, one of the options that is in a Lunchables is a cracker, cold tomato sauce, and pepperoni bits to make pizza. So a thing that I love to make when I'm home are English muffin pizzas. You can use English muffins. You can use those round thin sandwiches. You can even use a roll, like a brioche roll. Whatever you have in a circle shape, right? Put that in your toaster oven with a little bit of tomato sauce or pesto, if your kids like that, and sprinkle on their favorite cheese. Put that in the toaster oven for a few minutes until the cheese melts and everything gets warm and crisp, and you have your own individual homemade pizza from the English muffin or the rounds. So that's another idea. And another thing that my family loves for a snack are graham crackers. They love topping graham crackers with flavored cream cheese. So you can take strawberry cream cheese, which is my daughter's favorite, and just layer that on. And if you have fresh strawberries to top it or blueberries, you can line that up in your containers. If they're older, just put some of the cream cheese in one of the little small circles, and they can make their own when they're having lunch. That's also a good option for kind of dessert. It's almost kind of like a cheesecake. Sometimes for a sweet treat, I will just throw in a little love and a Hershey Kiss, right? Just a little bit of chocolate or maybe a few chocolate chips if you know they love that. But try to stay away from the processed snacks and the Oreos and things like that, because that just, when I see that, you want to fuel them with nutrition that's going to give them energy throughout the day. And try some fun things. Right now, figs are in season, and I have been loving eating these as a snack. You know, some people have fig trees. Look how delicious that is. Slice that up, and that is a nice sweet treat too. So I hope you take some of these ideas with you and your family for lunch. Pack it for your spouse, pack it for yourself, and have lunch, and just enjoy it and have fun. So I wish all the students a very happy school year, and all the teachers out there, thank you for all that you do. Have a great year and enjoy the weekend.